I heard you wanna mine some ores at the dwarven mines. Here, I'm gonna show you the fastest ways to get every single ore in the dwarven mines, and all you need is mineral armor. Right? First thing, if you wanted to be a little bit more efficient at mining these ores, you could replace some of the mineral armor pieces with divan pieces or sorrow pieces. I'd say having the higher efficient miner you have, the better it is. I have maxed. I could probably use one piece of mineral armor and it would be as efficient as using full mineral armor. Keep that in mind before doing it. I think it requires you to do a little bit of testing before you do this, but mineral armor is more than enough, and it's probably as efficient as it will get. So let's start with the first ore, gold. Right as you enter the dwarven mines, to the left, we go into gold. We have a cart over here that you mine, right? We mine the diamonds as well, and we teleport here, we grab the gold. Now, having an EOT that teleports more blocks is a little bit of a downside. You have to aim on the lower side of the block to not overshoot into the wall, but pretty efficient. You hop between these two carts mining all the gold ores. This is the fastest way to gain gold. Next, we move on to diamonds. If you want diamonds, this is the bank. Right above the bank, we have a bunch of carts. First cart, diamonds over here. You can mine these, also mine the gold. And then the next cart is two carts after. So you can mine these diamonds as well. What you can do is you can just teleport here, grab these diamonds, teleport here, grab these diamonds, and swap in between these two carts. And you should, if you're efficient enough, you can make it before the ores start respawning, also grabbing some gold or maybe some lapis in between. Next, let's move on to lapis. This is also the best spot for lapis. You mine this pile and you mine this pile right here. You can also grab all the other ores in between because it takes a little bit for the lapis to respawn, and it's decently efficient. Do know that lapis does not get affected by mining fortune, making it probably the worst ore to mine by hand. So I don't recommend you to do this unless you're an Ironman. Next, we have emerald. Emerald, same thing. We have one pile over here. We have another cart over here with some more emeralds. Same thing like diamonds. You just teleport it in between these two carts, mining all the emeralds being the fastest way for emeralds. Next, iron. Right as you enter the dwarven mines, we can move over here, get ourselves to the far reserve, which probably everyone knows where this is. And here is where we have the best place to mine coal and iron. Iron is over here. We have an iron pile here, and we have another two piles here. Moving down, we have another two piles. I think my favorite route is breaking these ores, jumping up and breaking both of these ores, and just repeating the process, making this the fastest way to mine iron as well. And then coal. If you hop on to this crane over here, we have our coal piles. This is the fastest way to mine coal in the dwarven mines. Lots of coal, these three piles. Take your time, make sure you don't miss ores because it takes a decent amount to respawn. And then redstone. We have a couple areas where you can mine redstone. This is being one of them. Redstone is kind of like an ore that you can't find a separate cart for or an area, so you kind of have to get it while getting other ores as well. You get redstone over here. We also have a bunch more carts that are hanging above the ramparts quarry. We have this redstone, which is almost the same, and then we have the biggest pile of redstone, which I think is over here, and you mine this redstone including some other ores as well. But this area is right above the commission master that sits over here. You teleport right over there and you have your redstone right here. Also, don't recommend doing this unless you're an Iron Man, because redstone is pretty awful as well. Now, let's move on to some mithril. First thing, let's move on to the best places to mine for experience. Not my personal favorite, but one of the best places to mine would be above the cliffside veins, walking circles around this entire area. And whenever you have a mining speed boost, you mine all the titanium that you generated. My personal spot for experience grinding is in the ramparts quarry. There's the commission master over there, and you just go around circles right here. pretty efficient when it comes to how much mithril you have. Very little movement. I think I like this area the most. You can get about 2.8 million XP an hour if you're absolutely on top of your game with a max heart of the mountain. Next, we can move on to the best mithril areas. First area, well, both of the areas are above the Divan's gateway. First one, we have the highest concentration of blue wool in the entire mines. Right above the Divan's gateway, we have all this blue wool. If you have a drill, it's pretty efficient to just go ahead and mining these. With a maxed heart of the mountain, you should be able to mine the entire of the blue vein, making this the best mithril per hour. If you don't have a decent gear, you can move on to location over here, which is decently close to the other one, but this has a lot of prismarine. Now, the reason you want to be here is because prismarine, the more mining speed you have, the more efficient it is to mine certain things. If you have about 5,000 mining speed, it's better to mine blue wool. If you have about 3,000, it's better to mine prismarine. Everything below that, gray wool. So if you're mining for mithril or powder, this is the best place right here. And then whenever you have your mining speed boost, you can look down and mine all the blue wool over here. There you go. That pretty much sums up every vein. I will not be showing gemstones. If you want a video of